He always thought love was something people exaggerated. Movies made it dramatic. Stories made it impossible. Real life was different. At least that was what he believed. He believed people came and went. He believed time fixed everything. He believed feelings could wait. Then she appeared. Not with fireworks. Not with impossible timing. Not with a moment the world stopped. She simply walked into his ordinary life and quietly changed it. She laughed with her whole heart. She remembered details everyone else forgot. She noticed when he was tired, even when he said nothing. She listened to things he never told anyone. At first he did not understand what was happening. Why conversations lasted longer. Why mornings felt easier. Why silence suddenly felt comfortable. Then one day he realized something that frightened him. He started imagining a future. And she was always there. Still he never said anything. Because there was always tomorrow. Always another day. Another chance. Another perfect moment. She stayed close. Sometimes she looked at him and smiled like she knew more than she said. Sometimes she asked strange questions. If someone mattered to you, would you tell them? He always smiled. One day. She would laugh softly. One day is a dangerous promise. But he never understood. Life continued. Long conversations. Late evening walks. Small arguments. Shared coffee. Quiet moments. Memories being created without anyone noticing. Then things changed. Slowly. So slowly he almost missed it. Her replies became shorter. Her energy softer. Her smiles quieter. She still laughed. But not the same way. One evening they sat together under city lights. She looked unusually calm. She asked him something unexpected. Do you ever wonder if people know they are loved? He looked confused. She smiled and looked away. Sometimes people wait too long to hear it. He wanted to answer. Instead he changed the topic. Because difficult conversations could wait. Because difficult conversations could wait. That night became one of his favorite memories. He did not know it would become one of his most painful ones too. Days later she asked him to spend the day with her. No plans. No rules. Just time. They walked slowly. Visited places they always talked about. Shared stories. Took photos. Sat quietly. She smiled more than usual. Like she was collecting moments. As the day ended she looked at him and asked, "Can I ask one last question?" He laughed. "Why are you talking like that?" She smiled. "Just answer. Was there ever something you wanted to tell me?" He looked at her. Thousands of words appeared. Stay. Do not leave. You changed my life. I think I love you. But he only smiled. Maybe later. She held his gaze for a second. Then nodded. Okay. That okay stayed with him. Days passed. Then came a moment that did not feel real. The room was quiet. Too quiet. He sat beside her trying to stay calm. Trying to stay strong. Talking about ordinary things. Future plans. Places they never visited. Things she wanted to do. He kept talking because silence felt frightening. Then he noticed. She was no longer answering. He called her name. Once. Twice. Again. Nothing. The room suddenly became impossibly still. And in one moment everything changed. The strong person everyone depended on disappeared. His voice broke. His hands trembled. His walls collapsed. Not because he was weak, but because he realized strength could not turn time backwards. He realized all the moments he thought would return had already become memories. He sat there carrying every sentence he never finished. Every truth he delayed. Every feeling he thought could wait. Days became weeks. People told him to move on. People told him healing takes time. But nobody talks about what comes after. Nobody talks about reaching for your phone. Nobody talks about hearing a song. Nobody talks about saving a message and never sending it. Nobody talks about replaying conversations searching for hidden chances. Months later he returned alone to where they watched the city lights. The world looked exactly the same. But he was not. He sat quietly, closed his eyes, and finally said everything. I wanted more time. I wanted another day. I wanted to tell you. I thought I had forever. His voice shook. Then he smiled. A small quiet smile. Because maybe love is not measured by what we save. Maybe sometimes love changes us even after goodbye. From that day forward, he became different. He called people first. He said thank you. He stayed longer. He spoke honestly. He stopped waiting for perfect timing. Because he learned something unforgettable. Love should never depend on tomorrow. If this story reached your heart, then do not leave quietly.